My name is Faith, and I'm 35 weeks pregnant tomorrow. And I've kind of transitioned from, I guess, normal pregnancy life into more of a mindset of he could be coming soon, like in a couple weeks, definitely, probably, what is it, like a month and a week. Definitely I've transferred into this preparation time. And this time of prayer and this time of just trying to get through my to-do list. And so I wanted to kind of share with you guys what I'm doing to prepare for labor, and that's spiritually and mentally and physically and all those things. So let's begin. I first definitely 100% have been praying about this since the very beginning, but I try to make sure to pray like honestly and very raw. I mean, sometimes I want to give myself guilt about like, oh, I should really be praying about other people, or I should really be praying about, I don't know, bigger issues than just myself or the labor that's coming up. But I'd really encourage you, if you're a believer and if you have a relationship with the Lord, He wants to hear your heart and your fears, and He understands the anxiety, especially if this is your first pregnancy, like it is mine, around giving birth and just not knowing exactly what it's going to be like, and pain tolerance and all of those things. And I'm pursuing a natural birth without any medical natural birth in the hospital, so without any medicine. And so that is scary sometimes when I hear, horror stories, but it's also empowering when I pray about it and surrender it over to the Lord. So on that note, after you pray and prepare spiritually, I also have been doing my very best to prepare physically for birth and delivery. And so I've made a video about it. I can link it down below, but I have been running throughout my entire pregnancy, and praise the Lord, I'm still able to run at 35 weeks pregnant. And yesterday I had an amazing run. It felt like I wasn't pregnant at all, and I was able to run fast and really get those endorphins kicking and really just enjoy it. I was just sitting there on the treadmill smiling, and I know I looked like that crazy pregnant woman. But anyway, so I'd encourage you, if you've been exercising and if you are an athletic kind of person, keep doing it, keep pushing, because some days you'll have bad workouts and you just take it slow. And then other days, like yesterday, I did not feel like working out. And I was like exhausted, but I get on the treadmill and I'm like, I'm just going to try. Maybe it'll be like a minute run. Who knows? And I was on there for a good little while, and I had an amazing run that was so encouraging, and I felt like so close to the Lord in it. So anyway, I'd encourage you to keep exercising, and I have transferred into stretching after my workouts. So normally I wouldn't really stretch after my workouts, which I know you're supposed to, but I'm pretty limber, and I never really got sore after my workouts or anything like that. And so with pregnancy, I've noticed that it's really helped me by stretching. And there's all kinds of things that people will give you, all kinds of information about good stretches to do as a pregnant person. Just get on Pinterest. But anything from like the cat cow, I know that's like a yoga position, to like even child's pose and stuff like that, has just really helped my back and really kind of loosen me up after my workout and prepare me for the evening and sleeping, where your body gets all tight and you get those leg cramps and all those things. So that's what I'd encourage you, stay as active as possible. And they really encouraged me at the doctor's office, like, even if you have to stop running, just keep walking, just keep going, walk, 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 walk. And so I know there's all kinds of benefits. I don't know the medical reasons, but stay as active as you can and stretch. Do all the kind of stretches. I've seen those things. Y'all have probably seen it if you've been on Pinterest and you're pregnant. There's like this pin, and it's like, squat 300 times a day and your labor will be easy. And I was like, okay, in my first trimester. And now that I'm in my third trimester, I'm like, squat 300 times in a day? How am I going to do that? Oh my goodness. But I'd really encourage you. It's more of just like a frog pose. You're just like in the position of a frog and you're holding it. And I just do that when I'm bending down to clean, or bending down to pick something up, or reaching underneath my bed for some kind of junk or something. I try and hold it and just sit there for a little while, and it actually feels good. And I can feel my body opening up and stretching. So look into all the stretches. It's all over Pinterest, and I'm sure there's videos on YouTube. See what you can do to encourage your body through movement, even in your third trimester. And there are just so many benefits. It helps me so much. Just the endorphins and the confidence it gives me after I run. I mean, I get people that encourage me at the gym, and they're like, wow, you're pregnant and you're still and all those things. Aren't you afraid your baby's just going to fall out? And it's more of just one of those things of, it's like, I need it emotionally to go and to challenge my body and to get those endorphins and all those things. But it only helps whenever people affirm me and encourage me. I've got a bunch of gym buddies that work at the gym, and they watch me and they make sure that I'm okay, and they help me keep track of heart rate and all those kinds of things, because it's really helpful to, just keep yourself not above too high of a heart rate or anything like that. So moving on, because I just talked a bunch. I have also been drinking Nora tea. And that's Nora. It's that each stands for different tea things, different things that are in the tea. But anyway, it's called Nora tea. And if you haven't heard about it, there's a bunch of YouTube videos and Pinterest and all those kinds of things. But it's just really good to start drinking in your third trimester. I think I started maybe 33 weeks or 32 weeks. So I haven't been doing it that long, but I just make these huge batches and try and make them as tea dense, as nutrient dense as I can possibly do it. And I try and have a big glass a day. So it's probably 2-3 cups a day of really rich Nora tea. And I use this brand by Yogi just because I heard it tastes the best out of all the other ones. One of the main ingredients is raspberry leaf tea. That's supposed to really help with your labor and delivery and enhancing it and making it easier. Sorry, I'm not the best person to talk to about this, but this is one of the things I'm doing to prepare for labor. But anyway, this one apparently tastes the best. So I've just been using this, and I've been throwing in, I have to get this on Amazon. For some reason, my Walmart doesn't carry it. And then I've been throwing in this, which my Walmart does carry, and it's organic mother's milk tea, just because I have this secret fear that my milk's not going to come in. So I'll throw in I'll make a big batch and put 8 of these in it. And then I'll throw in 1 or 2 of these, just because I don't need my milk to come in right now, but I want my body to be thinking about doing it. So I do that. And I don't really know if it's doing anything. One thing to be aware of is it is a diuretic, and it really doesn't help if you're dehydrated. And I've learned that the hard way. So make sure that you're drinking a ton of water with this, a ton of water. And throughout the day, drink a ton of water, and then maybe finish off your day with a glass of this tea, because otherwise it was giving me really bad cramps, like Braxton Hicks. And of course, it always made me go to the restroom, but really bad cramps. And it was just uncomfortable. And I was like, is this going to make my baby come out right now? So that's obviously not what we want. We don't want preterm labor, but we want a healthy, as strong as we can make it, labor and delivery, and we want to prepare our bodies. And you can just do your own research, but it really does help with your body having, I guess, more powerful contractions and doing more when it contracts. But I'll let you do your research. The other thing I just started doing this week is eating. These are from Aldi, so it's a different brand. Y'all know I love Aldi, but pitted dates. So eating dates, they say eat 2 dates a meal. So 3 times a day, or even just 1 day a meal. And it's anywhere from 4 to 7 a day can really enhance your labor. And there's been studies. I watched a video on YouTube, actually. I should link it below if I can find it. But it was a study from women at 36 weeks on, if they ate that amount of dates every day, they had significantly shorter and easier and healthier, safer labor and deliveries, not deliveries. But anyway, so dates, I don't know. I heard that they helped. I was like, I can do that. I buy. Why am I struggling over my words? I buy these really great date bars at Walmart, and they're rolled in coconut and rolled in almonds, and they're just really good. So it's a dessert at the end of every meal. So dates, date bars, whatever. It doesn't even have to be a bunch if you don't like them or if you think they taste weird. Just a little bit at every meal apparently might help. So we'll see. Evening primrose oil. That's another thing that I had heard from other people that really helps. I was really hesitant about starting to take this before 36 weeks because a lot of people say that that's when they started introducing it into their diet. But it's just a little capsule. And they say it helps with labor and delivery. And I started using also like a liquid form when we have intercourse as like a lubricant because I figured, hey, I found it on Amazon. I was like, I might as well. But there's some people that say that this won't do anything, and there's some people that say that this will do a lot. And so there was nobody necessarily saying don't take it before this time. And so I'll let you know if it helps or if it causes any problems. But I really haven't noticed any difference. It's not like it makes me go poo or anything. It just is another little pill I take every morning. They say it says take it 3 times daily. And that's what a lot of people have done when they take it like at 36 weeks. But I've just been taking like 1 a day just because I don't want to overdo it. And I'm a little bit fearful because I don't want to like cause preterm labor, but I want to be preparing my body as much as I can. So I'm taking evening primrose oil, and we also use it while we're having intercourse. I also take cranberry. I was doing this before I became pregnant, but I get really easy UTIs, and then it's even worse if you're pregnant and you get a UTI. And pregnant women are more prone to getting UTIs because of our constant need to pee. So I'd encourage anybody else out there to take cranberry. I take it says to take 2 soft gels 3 times daily. That's a lot to remember. I don't always remember to take cranberry at every single meal. So I just take 3 in the morning, and I've never gotten a UTI since then. And after I got married, I was getting a lot of UTIs. So I'm really grateful that this works, and I just have to take it once a day, 3 little pills, and it takes away all my UTIs. And then, of course, I'm taking my prenatal. I love my little gummy ones. It was like a lot. It was a fight to keep down my prenatal. If you're like throwing yours up, I would encourage you to try these little gummies. I don't know if they're like coated in sugar, but it sure tastes like it. They're like candy, and it's so easy to take them now. But anyway, that's just a little side note. So prenatals. Also, another thing that I've been doing to prepare myself mentally for labor and delivery would be I've been writing like this pregnancy document. I call it pregnancy encouragement. It's on my phone. It's just a little note. And I can pull it up. I have everything from pictures and like little pins that I saw on Pinterest that I screenshotted and put on here to like quotes and scripture. You can see it says like game plan and like Joseph, tell me this and tell me that. And it's just a bunch of quotes. So maybe like when I'm starting to contract, he can say, your body is fearfully and wonderfully made for this. So let it do its thing. And that will help me meditate on like a concept or a mantra throughout that contraction or throughout the next couple of minutes. So that's been something that's been really helpful for me to prayerfully and mentally prepare for labor so that when it comes time, I know I have something to lean on, that I've been praying through this and I've been building up an encouragement, and I already have been like mentally preparing. So I'd encourage you, if you haven't already, kind of construct a pregnancy document for your spouse or any other support person to kind of read off and remind you, keep your hands loose and your jaw open and all those good things that you want to remember, breathe. And if you want them to tell you specific things like you're awesome, put that in there, or if you want, I have like little notes like, Dear Joseph, please remind me that I really need to not think about what other people think, but do my best and be faithful to the Lord. It's something like that that's in there. It's just little things like that. If you want something from your pregnancy and from your labor and delivery, put it in there, because that's what they're for is they want to support you. And in those hours, they're not going to know what to say and they're not going to know what to do. And so it really helps if you already kind of have, instructions laid out. And if you have the time to do it, do it. And it's a really great way to prayerfully and just mentally prepare for the time, the big delivery. Okay. And then my other encouragement would be having a labor playlist. So I'm really big about music and how empowering it can be. I'm a runner, and if I don't have my music, I just basically can't run. I need my headphones and I need my girl power music. And it's not always, wonderful worship Christian music. Sometimes it's like, just whatever will get me going. And so I've made a Spotify playlist of just anything that gets me encouraged and gets me empowered. I get really annoyed with songs if I've heard them too many times, or if I think that they like have weak theology, or if whatever. So I am pretty picky. It's not like I can just turn on my Pandora and it just plays kind of anything that would be encouraging. I really need specific power songs. And so I went ahead and made a Spotify playlist. And then whenever I hear other good songs that I'm like, that would help me, I add that to the Spotify playlist. And hopefully, Lord willing, I'll be able to have my phone and my headphones during labor and be able just to kind of listen to that music, and hopefully it will empower me and encourage me just like it does on my runs. When things get hard and they hurt, but you want to keep running, you want to keep doing your best, music can really help. So a labor playlist. I also just have like physical things prepared. So I'm 35 weeks, but we already have, it's probably been like 2 weeks. We've already had our car seats ready in our car. I actually already have my diaper bag ready and packed in my car. And that's like not even for the hospital. The diaper bag is just for like going on outings with like extra diapers and wipes and all that kind of stuff. I just already have that in my car just in case I need any of that at labor, or just in case, I don't know, we do an outing literally the day we get out of the hospital or something. Like I already have that in my car. I don't have to worry about packing that after he arrives. So we have, the car seats in both of our cars. We have, my hospital bag is already packed, and that just has everything for a baby, for me, and for my husband, all just one big bag. We have that packed. We have a list of things to grab with our hospital bag. So it literally says like, hey babe, if I'm in labor, grab the camera, grab the hospital bag, grab my makeup bag, just all those things. Make sure to feed the chickens, make sure to feed the dog, call so-and-so, just all the things, because, if I catch him off guard and say, hey babe, I'm actually going into labor and I think it's like time to go or something like that, I want him to not like lose his mind and not know what to do or to grab. And especially me, if I'm like in pain or something, I just want to have the backbone or the reassurance to know that we have everything and we don't have to be stressing out over that. We just go through the checklist. So maybe that would be an idea if that could be helpful for you, just kind of physically preparing for labor. And then I've been doing a lot of like deep house cleaning. Sorry, I keep looking down at my list. We've been doing a lot of like deep house cleaning and like just general preparation. So there's like, all the baby stuff that we've been given, like our rock and play and our crib, and just making sure all of that is just built and put away and we know how to like work it. So reading through the instructions and stuff like that. That way it's not like 2 a.m. and we're like, how do we make the wipe warmer work? Or something. So we've built all of our baby things, and we've been trying to deep clean as we go throughout rooms. We have a little bit of an older house, and so just like deep cleaning helps me, 1, get out the jitters, and 2, be a little bit more confident bringing in a baby who might have allergies. I had really bad childhood allergies, and you just want your house to be clean and stuff. So we've been deep cleaning and just like preparing the house and everything that's in the house, and all that kind of stuff. And then SOP, a standard operating procedure. This is something I haven't started, but I plan to do probably today or tomorrow, and just writing down just kind of everything and how it runs. So we've got chickens, we got a dog, we got a big lawn, we have all this house stuff that has to be taken care of. And if it's like a week into having the baby and people are over at our house and they want to help us gather the eggs or something and they don't know exactly how we do it, I already have a document written out of like, so we gather our eggs at this time, the chickens won't bother you, we wash them with this sponge and this kind of soap, and then we put them here, and then once we have this many eggs, we take them over to these neighbors, all those kinds of things. This is where the hidden keys are. This is what we feed our dog and how often we feed our dog, anything from like, these are the postman's names, and this is the UPS guy, he's our friend, just like all those kinds of things. So that if I'm napping and Joe is gone and my mom's like, I don't know what to do, she can read that and it would help maybe. We're also cloth diapering. So that's a whole nother world, but just like how to wash the cloth diapers. If they want to help me, and if I'm taking a nap or something and they want to help by putting in a load of cloth diapers, they can know how to do that, because cloth diapers need to be washed and cared for in a kind of specific way. So yeah, just like the SOP of everything, standard operating procedure. That's kind of the gist of a lot of the things I'm working on right now at 35 weeks to prepare for labor and delivery. But granted, like, I'm never going to be fully prepared, but it helps for me to know that I'm faithfully doing all that I can, not just sitting around going, oh yeah, it would be nice to do this. It'd be nice to do that, but oh well, I want to know that I'm giving it my all, because these are the last few days before he comes, and he's going to change our world. He's going to rock our world. And I know that I can't even imagine just how much change is going to happen and how different it's going to be. Just like how marriage kind of rocked my world, I was able to prepare because I had a date and time. But with a baby, I don't have a date and time. And so I just want to know that I'm faithfully doing my very best. Not in like an anxious waiting, like, dude, come right now, but more in like what more can I do to know that I'm faithfully preparing and praying and being ready. I mean, I've made a video about it. I have an Etsy business. I'm trying to slow it down and turn it off so that I won't have any orders to worry about once the baby arrives, and just going through and cleaning his clothes and just knowing that I've done my best so that when it does get hard, I can't get mad at myself. Like, dang it, I knew I should have built the, I don't know, crib before he arrived or something. Like, no, I know I've done my very best. I did everything that I knew to do so that when it does get hard, it's like, there's no way to prepare for this. Oh, well, and you can't beat yourself up or whatever. I don't know. Okay, I hope this is helpful and encouraging. It was just kind of a list of random things, but I really do feel like they're helping me prepare, even just mentally, for him to come, because I really can't fathom the change. A bird just flew into my window. Okay, I'm going to shut up. You have a wonderful day. God bless. Bye.